Okay, cool. What's up, everybody? My name is Nishan Bashir, aka Dr. Spice. I'm gonna talk to you guys about confidence. Because I believe that confidence is key. You know, anything you do, you have to have confidence in it. Right? I was joking around with my friend. We was in the amusement park, okay? And I was like, he was scared about riding this roller coaster. And I was like, bro, it's okay, you know, confidence is key, right? Even though like I'm screaming my ass off. I'm like, oh hell no, I don't want to go this. But I'm like, dude, confidence is key. Let me believe in myself. Okay? I went on the roller coaster and we had fun. But you know, nothing bad happened, but subconsciously I didn't want to go. And a lot of people defeat themselves. Like a lot of people really do defeat themselves. Like when we wake up, a lot of people are like, nah bro, 15 more minutes, man. 15 more minutes. Let me sleep in. Let me do this. Let me not work on my stuff. Let me procrastinate. Of course, they don't say that. They're like, all right, one more bite won't hurt, even though you need a diet. You know, one more TV show, one more episode, one more of this. A lot of people do that. And you gotta ask yourself, what do you want? 5 minutes of pleasure, or a lifetime pleasure that, you know, you got it. Like, what do you want? The pain of discipline or the pain of regret? Because ladies and gentlemen, when you walk in, you have to believe in yourself. Because if you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. Like, I am the biggest supporter and like biggest celebrity, not celebrity, but like biggest cheerleader of myself, right? I have to be. Because if I'm not, and I talk around like, oh, you know, I'm insecure, I don't believe in myself, no one's gonna believe me because my thing is motivational speaking. So if I don't believe in myself, how am I gonna give that to others? And that can also mean with sports. You know, if you play basketball, right? A lot of players, like for example, Lonzo Ball, amazing player. I think he's a great player, but his first years, he sucked ass because he didn't have confidence in himself. Now he's playing with the Bulls and he's so goddamn good on it and he's fitting in his role. Like he's not an all-star, but he's doing a lot better. Where you just have to believe and believe. And some people are gonna think you're crazy. Like some people are gonna be like, why are you doing this? Like I have teachers asking me like, why you keep on doing the flyers? Because I got a dream and I wanna make it a reality. Because I'm not settling for average. Why would I settle for average? Why would I kill my dream just to fix and do something else? Because that's not the way I was thinking about it. And you can ask like, you know, my friends, they're going to say like, I'm crazy as hell when it comes to the shit I want to do. I overreach. I'm like, I want to aim for Pluto. Like I say like, I want to be the best, you know, I want to win like 16 Grammys. I want to win 16 Oscars. I want to do that. I put myself there and I just believe in it. Because it's not going to happen in one day. It's going to happen when I believe in myself and I just keep taking action and action. Because, you know, the best way to grow is when you step out of your comfort zone. You step out of your comfort zone, you're gonna ask more of yourself. When you ask more of yourself, you gotta put a different standard on yourself. You know, in school, we have different standards. We have a failing, we have, you know, D's, we have C's, you know, we have B's, we have A's. Let me put an A standard on myself. I gotta get my mind right, okay? Let me put an A standard on myself. Let me ask myself, what can I do to improve my mind, okay? I can meditate, I can read, you know, I can go on walks, I can exercise. If I want to get, you know, better in my body, I gotta work out. I gotta work out religiously. Not religiously, but sometimes, but I gotta put in that work. I have to make sure my diet's good because a lot of people, when you first start, they're gonna laugh at you. They're gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing? Because the funny thing is, we live in a comfort zone. A lot of us, like in school, we're kind of trained like, hey, be in the comfort zone, don't take risk. But when you take that risk, you become somebody. Like my goal wasn't to, hey, you know, let me just be a regular senior kid, you know. My goal was like, I was talking to Mr. Dar about this. I was talking, hey, let me live my senior year with no regrets. And I had to take a risk. Like yesterday, I took the biggest risk, I think, in my life today. Like I think it was crazy because I've been doing a sport for a while, a sport that I admired and loved for years. You know, I started in high school my freshman year. Last night, I called my coach and said, hey, I'm quitting wrestling and I'm focusing 110% on my passions and make sure I can get it out in Albany and make sure I can leave a legacy. Because that's what I was really wanting to do. And sometimes you have to make that sacrifice. You know, if I want to live a better lifestyle and I still vape and I still smoke weed, I have to get rid of that. Or if I do that, I have to make sure my diet's a lot better. You know, there's a balance. You know, if you want to have good habits, you must replace that bad habit with a good habit, right? And you gotta ask yourself, what do you want? At the end of the day, you have to believe in yourself. You have to take that risk. You know, I took that risk yesterday and I was like, what the fuck did I just do? But then I'm like, hold on. This could either be the turning point or the breaking point. But only I have control about that. Only I have control about that. You know, let's change the narrative. Like, if I did that and I went full focus, right? And made it out, what does that tell to people? That tells people, hey, he did it because he believed in himself. A lot of your favorite celebrities, a lot of your favorite role models, they're there because they believed in themselves and they took a risk. And anything you do, just be confident in it. Be the best. Like think like, hey, you're number one. Because like when you think like you're number one, you're gonna act like you're number one. And soon, you're gonna be number one. Because sometimes it just starts right here, man. You gotta plant that seed. And how does a seed grow? You water it. How do you water it? With that positive mindset, bro. You have to believe and believe and believe. Because some days you're not gonna believe. Some days you're gonna be like, fuck, dude, what the hell am I doing? My friends are doing this. I should have not quit. I should have went and got out there. I'm a dumbass. Why did I do this? But then there's moments where you're gonna realize, if I keep going, right? If I'm mining for gold and I stopped and I was this close to getting gold, what does that mean? You know, I think that's how I'm with life. It's like I'm a few moments away from hitting gold. That's why I can't stop. You know, if you're very passionate about something, you're gonna be the best, 100%. Because when you're passionate, you want to learn. Like, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not a talented guy at all. The one talent I have is I just love to learn. Like, I like learning. Like anything. Whether that's, science, business, like Pokemon. Like, I'm a nerd. I like that shit, right? But I believe in myself. I'm like, I'm gonna take that to the next level. If my passion is creativity and being a creative, just believe in yourself. Just believe and believe, because a lot of people, they hate confident people. You know why? Because they can't bring you down. A lot of people, they're gonna be right here and they took a risk. And anything you do, just be confident in it. Be the best. Like think like, hey, you're number one. Because like when you think like you're number one, you're gonna act like you're number one. And soon, you're gonna be number one. Because sometimes it just starts right here, man. You gotta plant that seed. And how does a seed grow? You water it. How do you water it? With that positive mindset, bro. You have to believe and believe and believe. Because some days you're not gonna believe. Some days you're gonna be like, fuck, dude, what the hell am I doing? My friends are doing this. I should have not quit. I should have went and got out there. I'm a dumbass. Why did I do this? But then there's moments where you're gonna realize, if I keep going, right? If I'm mining for gold and I stopped and I was this close to getting gold, what does that mean? You know, I think that's how I'm with life. It's like I'm a few moments away from hitting gold. That's why I can't stop. You know, if you're very passionate about something, you're gonna be the best, 100%. Because when you're passionate, you want to learn. Like, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not a talented guy at all. The one talent I have is I just love to learn. Like, I like learning. Like anything. Whether that's, science, business, like Pokemon. Like, I'm a nerd. I like that shit, right? But I believe in myself. I'm like, I'm gonna take that to the next level. If my passion is creativity and being a creative, just believe in yourself. Just believe and believe, because a lot of people, they hate confident people. You know why? Because they can't bring you down. A lot of people, they're gonna be right here. Confident people and people who believe in themselves, people who take risks, they're right here. Regardless on like their income and stuff like that. I believe confidence is one of the life skills that you must have in life. And it's something that is not taught, it's learned over years. Okay? I believe confidence is so important, and confidence is the key to success. Because anything you do, you must be confident about it. One of my idols is Kanye West, and let me tell you, he's the embodiment of confidence. When I listen to his music, I feel confident. So, that's where you ask yourself, the shit you hang around, like the people you hang around, is gonna affect you mentally as well. If I hang around garbage, if I'm like, hang around garbage, am I gonna smell good? Hell no. If I wanna smell good, I hang around things that smell good, right? If I'm going on a date, I'm not gonna go dumpster diving, right? If I went dumpster diving before a date, and I go, that date's gonna look at me and be like, what the fuck just happened? You smell so bad. Is that banana peel? Like right there, like. But if I went to a perfume store before a date, and I tried on some different ass like colognes, and maybe I couldn't even afford it, but mind games, bro. Gotta get that sample, right? You go in there and she'll be like, oh wow, you smell good. Sometimes that's what you need is confidence. Sometimes in life, if you don't even have the skills, but you just have confidence in yourself, that's what you need. That's what you need, because you believe in yourself, you're gonna make it. And when you make it, you're gonna be fulfilled. Because a lot of people, they won't believe in themselves, and they're gonna hate on you, they're gonna try to bring you down. But you cannot let them bring you down, because you gotta believe, and you gotta think positively. The reason I'm saying believe so much is because it's gonna get stuck in your mind. When shit goes hard, you gotta ask yourself, what do you want? 5 minutes of pleasure, or a lifetime pleasure that you did it? The pain of discipline, or the pain of comfort? When you're in comfort, comfort is the drug. Comfort is so addictive that you're gonna lose your passion. You're gonna lose your drive. It's all about drive. And I'm not talking about like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, okay? We ain't making that pun right here, but it's legit all about drive. It's all about drive. If you're hungry with something, like if you're so hungry and you're so starved, and I hang like a food, you're gonna chase for that. You're gonna chase for that. What happens with comfort is that you get that food and you're satisfied. You're like, nah. You know why there's so many pro athletes that go broke? After it's because, one, they don't know how to deal with their money, and two, they lose their drive. They lose their drive. There's two things you need in life: confidence and drive. Ambition and confidence, you mix it together, you're gonna be unstoppable. Because everything starts with the mind first. The mind is the most powerful weapon, and it's also the most powerful muscle. It's the responsibility of creating stuff like, a notebook, like a water bottle, right? We've created so much things with our minds that if we don't harvest it well, how are we gonna have good fruits? If I wanna make sure I have the best apples, but my roots are not good, how am I gonna grow good apples? It starts with the roots. My dad used to tell me, it's like, Sean, if you wanna build a good house, you have to have a good foundation. Your foundation is your mind. It consists of, ambition, confidence, those two, just believing in yourself and having that positive attitude and being like, okay, this happened because, okay, cool. Just trying to find the best of each situation. These situations where I was placed in I was gonna go on a date with this chick. She flaked on me, okay? I was like, okay. I could have been, like, oh, why are you flaking on me? Like that. I'm like, what the fuck do I gain from that? I don't gain anything on that. So what I did, I was focused on my passion. I went and just recorded some music for 2 hours. That 2 hours I was supposed to be hanging out with that chick, actually became the best 2 hours of my life. I was recording music, I was feeling in my zone, I was getting back in my creative process because I got distracted with wrestling. Now going back on my original topic is, if you want to grow, you gotta get out of your comfort zone. You have to take a risk, and you have to be confident in yourself. And when you're confident in yourself, things are gonna look good. You just, live life with a smile. One of my favorite movies is Boss. It's an Indian movie, and he said to the kid, he was like, what's worse? What's the best thing in life? Finishing your enemies off with a smile. Because people hate it. When you're winning and you're happy. people don't like it. People be jealous. People are selfish when it comes to that stuff. That's why if you want to be real, you have to be real to others. Like if my homie does something, right? I'm gonna be the biggest supporter. Like even as Alistair right here, his Twitch, I have that in my link tree. I promote that each time he goes live and he tells me. I promote it because he's my homie. I want him to see it succeed. Sometimes in life, we have to get that confidence for others, you know? Like, it just takes one crazy person to make history. That's what it is. What's the time?
3:26.
That's it. Any other questions?
That's it.
That's it.